reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
Yes, you should get back into WoW. Although, Bill, we were having a good discussion. Was it pre-podcast about WoW and your current feelings about playing WoW and stuff like that?
I think I said it on the podcast as well. I'm feeling very much in maintenance mode these days.
Yeah.
Like just playing just enough to play and stay active in the game. Yeah. But it's not like I'm not creating time to go and play is what I'm finding. Right. And I think it's because it's such a slog to get through the next little bit of eye level.
Yeah, I get that.
Everything now, I either have to find a guild that's going to do some serious raid running, or I've got to hope for RNG that I might maybe get a very lucky die roll and upgrade a piece of gear and get the exact right stats that I need. Like it's worse than hoping for legendaries at this point.
Yeah,
in terms of luck.
Mm. Well, you just need the next raid to come out too. Then you can LFR and get those 885 plus stuff.
Well, and you are ahead of the curve as far as item level, right? That discussion earlier, which nobody heard because we couldn't hear you guys.
Yeah, I'm above average. That's not ahead of the curve. Well, I mean, if you're gonna be elite, somebody needs a summon.
Oh,
why wouldn't you just get yourself there? Seriously.
I'm pretty sure we summoned him.
Can we get back out from here? Do we talk to the guy?
So.
Do you want to send him a message? Let him know we're already in? I thought he was there. You know what? Here's the thing. If you enjoy the gameplay, if you enjoy the mechanics of going through and doing your quests, and I like the world quest. I think the world quest system is better than the daily quest system, right? Going to one place, doing the same quests again and again. Although they talked about how there would be thousands of quests that you would do, and rarely would you. I'm repeating quests like all the time now, just because I've done right. We've been playing fairly regularly since the launch of Legion.
Behind us.
So, I like that. I don't mind that at all. So I have that fun. So I think it is worth it to come back. If that's not your thing, though, well, unless you're doing raiding in specific dungeons, there's really not much point to doing it.
Yeah, well, and what I did, the other thing I said on the podcast was that I absolutely got my money's worth. Like I played a lot. I put more hours into this expansion than I ever reasonably expected.
Yeah.
So it's done well.
Right. And I think go ahead. No, finish your thought.
No, it's just getting to the rational end. Like it's life cycle thing. There's very few MMOs that are Guild Wars 2 that can hold my attention for 5 years.
Yeah.
And even then, I've taken breaks from Guild Wars 2.
I think that this Wednesday night group, too, has helped me at least play more regularly because I do want to have, the gear. And Darin is an app like a total encyclopedia of knowledge for how to do stuff and what to do and the best thing to do at this particular point, which really helps. And
it goes to show that having a good group to play with is critical.
Right.
That's a part of MMO, right? Is the social aspect and having the people to play with.
Well, but some MMOs are really good and allow you to be minimally involved with a group, and you can get through a lot of the content. WoW is that way. You can really do that if you really love the gameplay. You don't have to have a group. You can LFR, you can LFG. The group finder is really quite fantastic. Compared to spamming trade chat or dungeon chat or whatever, right? So there's plenty of ways for you to play without that group. Just for us, though, wow, having this Wednesday night group has sure kept me interested and kept me motivated longer than I've ever been in any expansion except for Wrath, where I actually raided. And most of my raiding there was because I was actually sick and off work. right? And I was out of town, so I wasn't with my family, and you know, I had that time to raid where I could devote. I think what were we doing, 2 or 3 nights a week?
Was it that much? Like I don't even remember. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it wasn't a ton, but all right, time to spam chat, everybody. Boss down. Woot.
I gotta tell you too, like, I think, Bill, you have good points. What you're saying, it does to me even feel like running out of stuff to do, of new stuff. Like, even with the guild I'm in, we're doing Mythic Nighthold, and it's just all more of the same. And it's at the point too, even at Mythic, the item level seems to be the item level rewards seems to be too low compared to the amount of effort you gotta put in.
And it's gotten to the point, too, where I think even Blizzard is kind of realizing it, too, because they started going down the path of scaling. And, oh, we only have 4 people in our group now, by the way.
Yeah, we're 5.
Oh, we dropped. Yeah.
I did just noticed. Anyway.
Yeah, me too. I didn't notice until you pointed it out.
Yeah.
We're going to get some friends here.
Friends or other less friendly friends?
Less friendly friends.
But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, World of Warcraft's kind of in a bit of a rough spot because on the one hand, they need to keep the content rolling and everything like that. But on the other hand, they've had such a fairly steady power increase that's gone along in just the regular progression with every other expansion. The expectation is that, I get more powerful the longer I play, and there's only so powerful you can get before it starts to get a little bit silly.
Well,
right?
They did a stat crunch a couple of expansions ago, right?
Yeah. And boy, everybody was really pleasant and agreeable about it, weren't they? There was no drama or any kind of issue.
And we're back into the point where stats are millions, right? Like my health is 4.83 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently, one of the reasons, though, at the time was the way WoW was built and was calculating the number. They were worried that WoW customers, subscribers, who have...
You realize you're nowhere near the rest of the group, Chris.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Basically, WoW players with low NPCs wouldn't be able to number crunch the numbers very good if they were high. I think they reworked how that worked in the back end after that, the crunch. So it gave them some leeway to have bigger numbers.
I think, and here's the thing, we are not looking at an expansion this year, right? At this point, if we're in an expansion cycle, we'd already be in testing servers, right? We'd already know tons about it. So it might be announced at the next BlizzCon. I would think it probably will be.
Well, there's still 2 raid tiers left.
Right, so if we do...
We're only halfway done.
If we do a November release in the following year... raid tiers every couple of months, and then the big drought before the expansion, which is fairly common. That seems about right.
They're planning on not having a drought.
Oh, well then, if there's only 2 raid tiers, then maybe the expansion's coming sooner than we thought.
Well, hey, game is getting an expansion this year?
Guild Wars?
ESO?
Yes.
Morrowind. How can you not be excited about Morrowind?
I feel like I should. Morrowind is really turning into that game where, well, on the one hand, I wish I'd put more time into it. Yeah. And on the other hand, I feel like I'm way behind everybody already. And I don't have enough people that I can play with to catch up.
The entire game is scalable. I'm going to go with my Warden, my brand new character, into the Morrowind area. And I'm going to be side by side with players who have their max level character with max gear and all that sort of stuff. Yes, I'll be less powerful, but I will be viable in there, right? It's like any other scalable thing, right? If I go into a zone and I'm playing with a level 101 character, yeah, I'm going to kind of kick ass, but they're not going to be useless. right?
Yeah.
Oh, Darin, you answered in chat, but Cole was asking about elemental shamans, if they're still any good. Do you want to repeat your answer here on the stream?
Oh, God.
This is probably the strongest elemental shamans have ever been. There's not a lot of people playing them, but in the same time, they're pretty awesome. So it's a good choice for DPS. Yeah.
Because I started the expansion as an elemental shaman way back in the beginning before I rage quit my elemental shaman
and went to a rogue.
Went to a rogue.
Yeah, no,
it was miserable.
They made them
I
awesome.
was dying left, right, and center. I couldn't even get out of a starting zone. It was just, I was miserable.
That's my mage. My mage is 104 and just is a great pincushion.
Have they been buffed, or was I just that bad?
You know what? To be honest, I've been playing my hunter mostly because it hasn't been a very alt-friendly expansion, as we talked about before.
Yeah.
What I've just noticed is just in the raiding that I've done and all the different groups, whenever there is an elemental shaman, dang, they're good. And they're good all around in Mythic Pluses and in raids.
Now, is it one of those things? AOE. Is it one of those things where maybe it's good in a group, but once you get to when you're soloing and you're going through those 10 levels, it's not designed for that?
You never know. It might be. I know some people really struggled leveling up, say, as marksman hunter, where the ideal spec is going petless. And at the beginning, they actually took away pets entirely from the marksman spec. But as people were leveling, they couldn't do it without a pet, a lot of people. So they gave marksman a pet option again.
Right. Hey, look at that. Good job, Cole. What servers are we on?
What you're saying.
We're on Hyjal, and Darin, you're on which one again?
I'm on Illidan.
Illidan. So there you go. Yeah, it's really interesting. I've gotten the most out of this expansion than I've gotten out of any expansion. I think even more than Wrath, even though I played more in Wrath, or rated more in Wrath. Hey, killed another boss. Rip, 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 rip. Rest in peace. So
how is it that we got RIP and not YOLO?
It was our first like of the night.
Okay.
He chose that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think next week we need to make it as a poll.
Yeah, he thinks
and
so.
We need to put, and YOLO should be on the list.
No. Oh, who's going up there? Who went up there? Somebody went up there. That was
it's just
weird.
the Demon Hunter jumping.
Because Demon Hunters just jump.
Well, I mean, if you could double jump, wouldn't you be doing it all the time?
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, Demon Hunter's pretty fun.
Yes, they are.
I think now that I have my weapon maxed out on this guy, I might actually play a little more in my Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
Might bring him on the stream one week and run with him.
That would be fun. I was thinking, too, with what Darin was saying about 2 more raid tiers. For me, I don't know, because I'm feeling a little bit about what Bill's feeling about sort of, okay, I've kind of done everything now. Yeah, there's some more raids to do and stuff, but I've kind of, I've done everything this expansion has to offer other than different versions of content, right? And so it's interesting to think that it's still really, if we look at it, like a year and a half out.
They are doing some little gimmicky things in 725, like the auction house dance party.
Oh, what's that?
And I didn't really look into it too much, but
it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But why would you do it?
Why have people been doing it for the last 13 years?
Why would I want to do it? What would draw me to it?
Why has it's dancing in an auction house?
Okay, but why in 7.25 rather than just right now? I can go dance in an auction house.
I think they have disco balls.
Oh, God.
There's like some rewards around it. I'm not sure what there are. Just like they have also an instance transmog competition.
Oh, interesting.
Where you join up in an instance, right? And so what will happen is there'll be the NPC will see the theme. You got to look in your bags and see what you got. And then the other players in your group, you all vote on who you think has the best setup.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
And the rewards are getting more gear that's unique to that system for transmogs.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts at MMOReporter.com or by clicking on any of the links here. And please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MMOReporter. Thanks, everyone, and see you in game.